Do not touch your phone. Right after today's tech update, we're diving into a must-hear call from my weekend Kim Komando show that you can get as a podcast. It's called Kim Komando Today. The bad news surrounding electric vehicles just keeps piling up. The Wall Street Journal reports that if Ford would simply shut down its EV lines, profits would increase by a whopping 50%. Ford's big news this week is a very upbeat outlook for 2024. They're predicting an operating profit of $11 billion. But look closer. No one is buying Ford's EVs, especially the pickups and SUVs. Both are just too heavy to be efficient. That translates into a projected loss of $5.5 billion for Ford's EV department. So do the math. $11 billion in profits as things are. Shut down the hemorrhaging EV production line, and that $5.5 billion loss goes away and boosts the bottom line profit to $16 billion. Hey, enter to win a brand new $1,000 laptop right now at komando.com/win. Yes, another brilliant call from my weekend show. You're going to love it. Here it is. Michael in Indianapolis, Indiana. Hello there, Michael.
Hi, Kim. Thanks for taking my call.
You betcha. What's going on?
Well, I had a question about identity theft protection. I am currently a customer of LifeLock and have been for about 6 years.
Sure.
But they changed ownership, as I'm sure you're aware of, and my customer experience, I would say, is not satisfactory. So I was wondering if you could recommend an alternative.
Well, there are different identity theft services out there, and of course, LifeLock, now owned by Norton, is probably still the biggest one that's available. If you don't want to pay for this, there are things that you can do before we talk about options. You can freeze your credit, and you have to do that on the 3 credit bureaus, and we've got steps on how to do that over on the website. But if you are truly concerned about your identity, and if you don't want to play with the big boys anymore, the LifeLocks of the world, there's a company called Identity Guard. They do basically the same thing: monitoring, alerts, identity theft. They do credit monitoring. They have fraud resolution, and they used to be a sponsor of the show, a couple of years ago, and they're still out there and full force. So if you're looking for an option for identity theft, just take a look at Identity Guard. There's also Identity Force, by the way. Identity Guard, Identity Force, and then consider freezing your credit. And again, we've got the steps on how to do that. What that means is that nobody's able to get any type of credit information about you because your credit report is frozen. And when you do get a request, you have to unfreeze it, or if you're going to apply for a mortgage or a credit card or whatever, is that you go ahead and you open your credit card up for your credit report, rather, for a particular time, say 24, 48 hours, and then you lock that sucker back down. Hey, Michael, thank you so much for your call today. Big virtual hug for listening. Now, if you want your questions tackled, head to komando.com and find that link that says Email Kim. Yes, sirree, every single note you send me becomes my must read. Hey, be the tech guru among all your friends and fam. Sign up for my free newsletter over at getkim.com.